My daughter wanted me to write a poem about Adam Lambert. She's crazy about Adam Lambert, the flamboyantly, flamingly gay pop singer, wonderful singer. I really like his songs, actually. She said, you can't write a poem about Adam Lambert. I'd love it if you could. And then I thought something had really bothered me. I don't know if any of you saw the US and UK Idol competitions of, I believe, 2008. And something really odd happened in both those competitions. I think it was the same year. I'm hoping so for this poem. It might have been 1 year different, but Adam Lambert came second. Susan Boyle came second. They were both clear and away the best singers that had been on either Idol competition in any year. Adam Lambert nailed Bohemian Rhapsody, I think it was, or was it We Are the Champions? Whatever he sang, he was so good. And then America voted and the UK voted, online voting, and he came second. And I just came second to this really nice young square-jawed guy who played, country song in 4/4 time. And I just thought, this cannot be, but that's the downside of democracy. So I decided to satisfy my daughter's wishes by writing this poem where I talk about more than just Adam Lambert. So I call it Vox Populi, a poem for voices, and I would like to do it with different voices at some point, but I'll just do it on my own tonight. We don't give it to the frump. We don't give it to the fag. We the voters speak in volume. We the people decide. We don't get to elect too much this decade in these kangaroo democracies, but we'll pick our brand of bread, our size of circus. Idiot republics balloting online. We don't give it to the queen in coal with the chords to make love live to Freddie Mercury in the glam rock afterlife hall of fame. We give it to the boy next door with a 4/4 time and solid tenor. We don't give it to the spinster whose double chin overlaps an angel's larynx. We give it to the lynxes, the plausible blondes, the plausible bodies. We the voters speak in volume. We the people decide. Idiot kingdoms balloting online. Idiot dominions balloting online. America, Britain, Canada, balloting, buying in and billeting deep in your thought-washed hearts. Just the obvious, the facile, the ganz gemütlich. Canada, you made me. Now Canada, you make me. Consider this. The mediocre man's hatred of the marvelous. My own hatred, my own envy. So listen up, you two, you runners up, near misses, pewter not gold medaled by majority decree, by the louder shouting swarm. Lay it down and own it the way you can. You there, swagger, vamp, and glam till we hear them gnashing their fillings on Fox, and picture a million indignant temple veins throbbing helplessly in time. We don't give it to the hag, we don't give it to the fag. Too late, too bad, they're going to take it. I'm going to read a poem now called Home Movies. That's where the title of this book, Patient Frame, comes from this poem. It's Home Movies, 8mm. I've read to some students recently in university. I've read this poem and I explain about what an 8mm camera is. But this crowd, closer to my own age, I think most of you know, a lot of you will remember those cameras and the way that footage looked when you showed it on a screen. So I started this poem a couple years after my mother died, when my father had managed to get all that old material and had an evening where he showed us all the old footage, brought all the stuff out of the cans. Home Movies, 8mm. What holds you here, besides small shocks of delight than embarrassment, seeing these too fast films unraveling, mute but for the sprocket's plastic chatter, an outboard roar as the almost antique projector, Yashica 1965, splashes clips of faces in their once-loved form, forgotten till now, interred in the nerves, on screen. What keeps you here tensed, if not frustration, at your impotence to intervene? Reach back and brace the hand holding the camera that pans away again with a young hand's impatience to contain all. Slap hammer first home, a block of Main Street rising between houses to a mind's brontosaur head frame in the laser blue noon of subarctic winter. Then, in a dress coat the color of roses, a mother breaking the frame, waving a newsreel's sped-up wave, while from the left a dog lollops in, unrecalled as ever so small, so awkward, and you rush the screen, Kneel closer, and again the camera swivels away. Stout neighbor in dark overcoat and fedora, mouth going. Well, to the left, you can almost see her and that dog in the dark, or wherever the place is, 40 years out of frame, both dead now, as the man in the coat tips his hat and the scene cuts to white. Grease then, nippusing, faces in flashes, the light sallowed, even children stained by that ambery tone, as the lens pivots faster, refuses focus, close up, the patient frame. I know memory, what these reels were meant to fortress, aims the same fickle lens, leaving gaps and blurs in the record. But what of the eye itself as it glides over a lifetime's loves the same way, careless and rushed, a manic amateur, and the little reel clicks down inside. If I could start over, I would stare and stare. Liz told me this would be a great audience, and she was right. You were right, Liz, but thank you so much.